folks, it's a little past 5:30, and we'll go ahead and get started. Welcome to everyone. If we'll just bow our heads for a moment of silence, Arrington. Thank you. Amen. Commissioners, you've seen the public forum agenda. Do I have a motion to adopt it as presented? I have a motion from Mayor Pro Tem Boucher. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second from Commissioner Alexander. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Agenda is adopted. Floor is open for public comment. This is an opportunity for questions to be asked and answered by the commissioners or just to make statements, whatever you want to do. Once we go to a regular meeting, there will be two public opportunities for the public to speak. There will not be any questions asked or answered during that period of time. It's just an opportunity for you to observe us conducting business of the town. So the floor is open.
Hi, good. Elizabeth Hamilton, 160 Maryland Place. Well, as a member of the tree board, I am pleased to report that there are now more happy hemlocks in our valley, thanks to Ashley Manson, who arranged the treatment of 15 of the town's 15 hemlock trees on town property that we could not treat back in April when we did the big treatment, using that more basic and less costly drenching and spraying method. So you may have seen Ashley out on Tuesday. So she and Ryan Franks from the Appalachian Tree Care worked on these trees. Ryan very graciously donated his tree injection services, which were ideal for these hemlocks because they hang over the creeks, and so it did not endanger any, it ejects straight into the trunks, and so it protects our creeks. And ArborJet, I believe, is the company that donated the chemicals. Joe Standard helped with the geolocating. So if anybody's really curious, there's one in the Memorial Garden area, but then going on up Elizabeth's Path, you can look for the yellow dots on 15 trees. Anyway, and the tree board and everyone always hopes we continue treating our hemlocks and protecting that resource. Anybody that's interested can reach out to the tree board or Ashley or me for more information.
Thanks, Elizabeth. Anybody have any questions of Elizabeth? Tell us about the contest your daughter has entered.
Okay, that's just my private Facebook. So my daughter's a pediatrician.
I know, but I thought it was cute.
She crocheted pumpkins, and you can vote on Facebook on their site for her pumpkins. I'm not trying to stuff the ballot box, but you know, it's fine.
I was hoping you were ready to announce that she won.
No, it goes all month, and the kids vote.
Okay.
So, and the kids at heart can vote. So, okay, I had a second thing to say, if that's okay. I am also pleased to announce that there's going to be a new version of the Treasured Tree Walk on October 29th at 3:30. It's kind of co-sponsored by the Tree Board, the Presbyterian Heritage Center, Jason, so MRA, then Jason Nance, so Nancy and Jason are going to be leading it. And And we have a new version of the map that we will get put up in places where people can find it. It's got a handy QR code that you can use. If you want to read this much information, that's great. Otherwise, the QR code takes you to a Google map where there's actually more information about each one of these spots.
Oh, Elizabeth.
So October 29th at 3:30, leaving from the Nature Center.
Can I nominate a tree?
Unfortunately, I understand that we can talk about that afterwards, but we can see if there's more room for more trees to be nominated. That's a program underneath the Swannanoa Valley Tree Alliance. So there were 14 and now there's 13, I guess, that have labels. So, but yes, talk to me after the meeting and we'll see. And if anybody else wants to nominate a tree, you can contact the tree board or me.
Elizabeth, what you're saying right now is so timely. I was out walking a couple of days ago and I ran into a woman who had a group with her, and they were asking about, they were getting ready for a conference. Well, the conference is Spirituality of Trees. And I said, oh, we have a tree walk. And if I may, I would like to have a copy that I could give her. The
Sure.
conference started yesterday.
Okay.
It's through MRA.
Sure, you want me to email it? Or you
That
want-
would be awesome.
Okey dokey.
Thank you.
Sounds
Would
good.
you email it to me as well, please?
Sure, we can email it, and we're hoping to get, this is like, now y'all are getting into my to-do list with your questions, but I'm hoping to have it either up on the town site or the MRA site, so that way we can only post a few of these. I think the Presbyterian Heritage Center was interested in adding them to their series of flyers. They have a stone walk and some other ones, and this is somewhat formatted similarly, but we can also put it online, just like the Montreat Trail maps are online and things like that, and then people can just pull it down and self-serve, and as a tree board member, save a little paper.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Elizabeth.
Sure.
Anyone else? Yes, Letta Jean.
Letta Jean Taylor, 386 Oklahoma Road. I came home to a lot of new stop signs on Appalachian Way and wondered if a traffic study was done before those stop signs were put in place.
No, not that I know of.
Well, I would like you to reconsider the one at the corner of Appalachian and Oklahoma. In the wintertime and when the leaves are wet in the fall, if you have to come to a complete stop there, it's hard to get the momentum to go up Oklahoma Road. Thank you.
Police chief
Letta
is
Jean.
here, and he's aware of that.
Letta Jean, just repeat that intersection again, please.
It's a three-way stop there.
Yeah.
There's very little traffic at that intersection, almost. There's only a limited number of residents living up there. We do have bear hunter traffic going up there, though. It's probably more traffic than anything else. But they don't necessarily, they're all going straight. So.
I was just going to say, we'll look at it and bring it back to you for consideration, one way or the other.
Anyone else? No one else, okay. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn until 6 o'clock, at which time our regular meeting begins. I have a motion from Mayor Pro Tem Fouché to adjourn. Do I have a second? Second from Commissioner Alexander. I thought I heard you say something. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes carry. We stand adjourned until 6 o'clock.
I'm like, this is absurd.
Folks, it's 6 o'clock. If we would stand and let's face the flag and say together the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Bow our heads for a moment of silence before we start. Then, Commissioners, you have the agenda before you, and you've had a chance to look at it for over a week. Do I have a motion to adopt the agenda as presented? No changes tonight, Savannah? Okay. I have a motion from Commissioner Fouché. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second from Commissioner Widmer. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
The agenda is adopted. I really have no communication today other than leaves are starting to turn and the weather's getting a little cooler. Fall must be coming. So we'll proceed. Savannah, would you cover the consent agenda and your communications, please, ma'am?
Yes, so on the consent agenda tonight are the minutes from the September 11th Public Forum meeting and the September 11th Town Council meeting. And for my communication this evening, I just am going to give a quick FEMA update. We received 2 reimbursement checks on Monday totaling $85,593.13. This is representing funds for the repairs to Welch Field and to the town's wells. We've made really good progress over the last 3 weeks with FEMA. Things are really moving along now, and I anticipate that all of our projects will be out of the initial FEMA development stage by our next meeting, which is great.
Thanks for that positive report from FEMA. Does that mean that they will be obligated?
So they will not be obligated yet. What that means is that they will move to the CRC, and I can never remember exactly what that acronym means. But that means that FEMA will begin their in-depth study of all of the documents, the expenses, the photos, the site inspections to go along with them, the site inspection reports to go along with them, and we'll make sure that everything is in alignment, and then it will move to obligation. But the initial project development is what is the piece that FEMA, the consultant, and I work on together.
Okay.
Kitty?
Is the Texas Road Bridge still in the mix there?
It is, and actually, so pedestrian bridges are that's their own project, so that's the Arbor Lane Bridge and the Texas Road Bridge. It's one of only, I think there are only 3 or 4 projects still left in this initial stage. That's one of them, and we actually think that it will move through to the CRC either tomorrow or Monday. So, but yes, that's one of them.
So
Thank you.
I'm a little mixed up. They're moving out of which stage?
The initial project development.
Okay. And others have already gone beyond that because we've been getting some obligated and paid for and such.
Yes.
So this will be the last ones?
Yes, this is the last batch of them.
And-
And then they'll all be in the queue.
Okay.
Mhm.
And that includes the slides up on Graybeard?
Yes, so that does include the slides, and we won't know until the slides, I think those are our most questionable projects. We won't know until the slides move through that process with the CRC how much they will reimburse us for. But yes, that does include the slides.
Great, thanks so much.
You're welcome.
Does that include all the paving?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions of Savannah on her report? Okay. Commissioners, you've had the reports from the administration, planning and zoning, public works and water, sanitation, streets, finance, September building permits, and the police report. Any questions on any of those for staff?
Rach, how's the audit going?
It's moving along.
And does it look good?
It's looking all right. So we are, I'll expand on that a little bit. We're subject to a more, I guess I'll call it intense audit this year because of the bridge loans that we received. So we're having to provide more documentation. They're asking us more questions. I think it's still going well. It's just a little bit more labor intensive for all involved. And we'll see. As you know, the LGC pushed back the deadline to December 31st. I think we're still. Yes, December 31st is the deadline for audits. Wow. Yes. So we're still very much on track for that, but it's just not as simple as it has been in the previous 2 years, I would say.
By loans, you mean the one from the bank and the two from the state?
The two from the state specifically, and the DEQ water loan that we got very early on, that's that one as well.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions of Savannah? Floor is open for public comment. Mr. Pickett.
Thank you, everybody. Tanner Pickett. I'm here on behalf of the MRA. My address is 102 Walker Street in Black Mountain. I wanted to update you guys on an event we have happening October the 17th. We are trying something out, and the 10% of the sales from the Huckleberry and the Montreat store will go to benefit and support the Montreat Wilderness on that day. So it's a Saturday event. Come by anytime, get a coffee, get an ice cream. We have a special edition Graybeard shirt that's going to be out in the store, and so you can pick that up. And anything else in the store, 10% of that goes to the Wilderness to help support the Wilderness Maintenance and Operations Fund. And if that is not enough to wet your whistle, at 1:30 I'm going to do a quick talk about the Wilderness, a little bit about maybe some of the projects we have going, some Q&A, and then after that, probably around 2 o'clock, Jane Holt and Perrin Wright are going to do a quick conversation about the history of the Montreat Wilderness and the trail system. So invite everybody in the community to come out, check it out, and make a day of it.
You said that's a Friday or Saturday?
It's a Saturday,
So
Saturday
it's-
the 18th.
The 18th.
Yeah,
It's 2 o'clock.
yeah, they'll talk right about 2 o'clock or so.
Send some announcements for the Montreat Minute on that, too.
Okay, yeah, we're happy to do that. We have it in the community announcements as well if you happen to get that, but I'm happy to send something there. So thank you, guys.
Thanks, Tanner. Anyone else? Floor still open. Seeing no one approach the microphone, we'll move on. There is no old business tonight, but new business, order of collection. Savannah?
Yes, so this is pursuant to North Carolina General Statute 105-373, and it states that the tax collector must provide to the Board of Commissioners an annual settlement of property tax collected in the previous year for approval. That's included in your packet. And then, in addition to that, and this is from North Carolina General Statute 105-321, following approval of the tax collector's annual settlement for the preceding year, an order of collection to the tax collector must be adopted, authorizing the collection of the current fiscal year property taxes. So both of these are included in your order of collection, and if you have any questions, I will try to answer them.
Commissioners, do I have a motion to approve or deny order of collection?
I move to approve the order of collection.
I have a motion from Commissioner Blake. Do I have a second?
A second.
Second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Floor is open for discussion and/or questions. Okay. Appointment of Angie Murphy as tax collector.
So we previously appointed Rachel Eddings, our finance director, as tax collector. Rachel did some great continuing education recently and learned that the finance director is not meant to be the tax collector as well. Those duties are supposed to be separated. So we are going to separate them and name Angie Murphy or another staff member as a tax collector. Obviously, Buncombe County is going to continue doing our tax collection, but we are required to have an appointed tax collector for the town.
Understand. Commissioners, do I have a motion?
So moved.
I have a motion from Commissioner Widmer to appoint Angie Murphy as the tax collector. Do we have a second?
Second.
I have a second from Commissioner Alexander. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Congratulations, Angie. Do you need to come up here and take the oath now?
Tax collector.
She says she's not mean enough to be a tax collector.
Can I get a cut of
I don't think I'd be a good one. I'm too nice.
We've worn this Bible out over the last few years, haven't we? I'll raise your right hand. Okay. I, Angela Murphy,
I, Angela Murphy,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support and maintain the Constitution and laws of the United States
that I will support and maintain the laws and Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution and laws of North Carolina,
and the Constitution and laws of North Carolina,
not inconsistent therewith,
not inconsistent therewith,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of my office
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of my office
as tax collector of the town of Montreat,
as tax collector of the town of Montreat,
North Carolina,
North Carolina,
and that I will not allow my actions
and I will not allow my actions
as tax collector to be influenced
as tax collector to be influenced
by personal or political friendships
by personal or political friendships
or obligations, so help me God.
or obligations, so help me God.
I think you're the tax collector now. Thank you. Put it on your resume, but don't circulate the resume.
That's right.
And it's strange, but she has to also sign it as the town clerk, that she's sworn in as tax collector. We don't have enough staff people, do we? Okay, item C is the proclamation of Domestic Violence Prevention and Awareness Month. And the proclamation number 25-10-001, Domestic Violence Prevention and Awareness Month. Whereas domestic violence is a serious crime and violates the individual's security and humanity due to the systematic use of emotional, psychological, physical, sexual, and economic control. Whereas an average of 24 people per minute experience rape, physical violence, and stalking by an intimate partner in the United States, more than 12 million people over the course of a single year. Whereas the problems of domestic violence are not confined to any specific groups of people, but can happen to anyone regardless of racial or ethnic identity, sexual orientation, education level, socioeconomic status, gender identity, or religious beliefs, and these problems are sustained by social indifference. Whereas intersecting layers of vulnerability due to race, ethnicity, gender, identity, sexual orientation, age, ability, religion, spiritual, citizenship status, and spoken language in the context of American society make it easier for abusers to isolate, control, and create and sustain power over survivors with marginalized identities. Whereas children who grow up witnessing domestic violence in their homes are deeply impacted and are more likely to have trouble in school, more likely to perpetuate and be victimized by violence themselves, and more likely to experience long-term mental and physical health challenges. whereas survivors should have help to find the compassion, comfort, and healing they need, and abusers should be held accountable for their violent behavior. Whereas powerful partnerships exist locally between many nonprofit and governmental organizations and are committed to supporting survivors in their journey towards safety and healing. And whereas it is survivors of abuse who have been at the forefront of efforts to bring peace and equality to the home. Whereas Domestic Violence Awareness Month is an opportunity to stand with survivors, to celebrate the progress we have made in combating these crimes, and to recommit to prevent domestic violence in our community. Now therefore be it proclaimed on behalf of all the members of the Montreat Town Council and residents of the town of Montreat that the month of October 2025 be proclaimed Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and we urge our residents to make the commitment to stop domestic violence by speaking out against it and learning more about the resources available to survive and their families. Do I have a motion to adopt?
So,
I have a motion from Commissioner Fouché. Do I have a second?
second.
I have a second from Commissioner Alexander. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes carry. Budget Amendment number 3, Savannah.
Yes, so this budget amendment appropriates $65,471.62 from the third round of the state's disaster cash flow loan program into Fund 29, which is the Hurricane Helene recovery. And these funds will just help us maintain cash flow for ongoing recovery work while we wait for more reimbursements.
Questions of Savannah? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to move to approve or deny Budget Amendment number 3. I have a motion from Commissioner Fouché to approve. Do we have a second?
Second.
I have a second from Commissioner Widmer. I have questions, comments. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Ayes carry. I didn't hear any nays, did you? No. Public comment section. Floor is open for public comment. Commissioners' communications. Any commissioner have any communication tonight? Seeing none. Dates to remember, going to be a special meeting of the Board of Commissioners on Friday, tomorrow, October the 10th at 10 a.m. in Town Hall with Zoom options. Tree Board Tuesday, October the 14th, 2025, 9 a.m. in Town Hall with Zoom options. We also have P&Z Commission Thursday, October the 23rd, 10:30, Town Hall, Zoom options. Board of Adjustment Thursday, October the 23rd, 2025, 5 p.m. in Town Hall with Zoom options. Bulk pickup, remember bulk pickup, Tuesday, October the 28th, 2025, beginning at 8 a.m. at your curb. And as Letta Jean used to say, shopping begins on the 27th, as soon as you start putting your stuff out. Election Day is Tuesday, November the 4th, 2025. Land Care Wednesday, November the 5th, 2025, 9 a.m. Town Hall, Zoom options. Veterans Day, town offices are closed Tuesday, November the 11th, 2025. November Town Council meeting Thursday, November the 13th, 2025, 6 p.m. The forum will begin at 5:30 and have Zoom options there also. Board of Adjustment Thursday, November the 20th, 2025. 5 p.m. if needed in Town Hall with Zoom options. Town offices will be closed for Thanksgiving on Thursday, November the 27th, 2025. Do I have a motion to go into closed session for personnel matters?
So moved.
Have a motion from Commissioner Whitmer.
Second.
I have a second from Commissioner Alexander. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes carry. We stand adjourned and we will reconvene and whenever we get through.